Why did Saigon fall after Paris peace accords? Have you ever wondered how a peace agreement could lead to such a dramatic outcome? The fall of Saigon in April 1975 happened less than 3 years after the Paris peace accords were signed in January 1973. This agreement ended direct United States military involvement in Vietnam and established a ceasefire between North and South Vietnam. However, several factors contributed to the eventual fall of Saigon. First, the Paris peace accords mandated the withdrawal of all United States combat troops. This also meant that the United States could not redeploy forces to support South Vietnam if the ceasefire was violated. While military and economic aid continued, actions taken by Congress in 1973 limited the president's ability to intervene militarily. This left the South Vietnamese government and army increasingly isolated and under-resourced as fighting resumed shortly after the ceasefire. Second, the ceasefire established by the accords was fragile and quickly broke down. Both North and South Vietnam accused each other of violations, leading to renewed hostilities. The North Vietnamese Army and Viet Cong forces continued their military campaigns to reunify Vietnam under communist control. Meanwhile, the South Vietnamese Army struggled to maintain control with dwindling American support. Third, the military situation for South Vietnam deteriorated rapidly after the withdrawal of United States forces. Without direct American combat support, South Vietnam faced increasingly effective offensives by the North Vietnamese Army. By early 1975, South Vietnamese forces were on the verge of collapse, suffering from low morale, poor leadership, and logistical challenges. Fourth, political instability in South Vietnam played a significant role in the fall of Saigon. President Nguyen Van Thieu resigned in April 1975 amid growing pressure and loss of confidence. His successor, General Duong Van Minh, quickly ordered an unconditional surrender to avoid further bloodshed. This decision led to the rapid collapse of South Vietnamese resistance and the capture of Saigon by North Vietnamese forces on April 30, 1975. In summary, the fall of Saigon after the Paris peace accords can be attributed to the withdrawal of United States military support, the fragile ceasefire that was violated, the inability of South Vietnam to sustain its military defense, and internal political collapse. The accords ended direct United States involvement but did not create lasting peace, leaving South Vietnam vulnerable to conquest.